Students, in the previous video we had seen about your H parameters. Now in this video we will be seeing about your ABCD parameters there. So the other name for your ABCD parameters is your transmission parameters. So we call it as your T parameters or your ABCD parameters, where it is going to have the relationship between the input port V1 and I1 to those of the output port V21 minus I2. So they are called as transmission parameters because they are useful in the analysis of your transmission lines. In electrical transmission lines, we use these parameters to analyze the lines there. So we write your V1 is equivalent to A V2 minus B I2. So usually in all the circuits, all the parameters in two-port network, your current will be entering in towards your port network there. But in this case, your current is going out. That is why we write it as minus I2 here. Okay. So here V1 is equivalent to AV2 minus BI2. I1 is equivalent to CV2 minus DI2. I can write this in your matrix form. V1 I1 is equivalent to ABCD into V2 minus I2 there. So here now we want to find out A. To find out A, my I2 should be 0. I2 0 means A is equal to V1 by V2. So here I2 0 means I2. Current is 0 means open circuit. Open circuit, it is nothing but V1 by V2. So it is a input voltage divided by output voltage. Reverse voltage gain. So we call it as a short circuit, open circuit, reverse voltage gain is going to be the name for A. Similarly, the name for B is going to be your V2 0. V2 0 means it is short circuit. So short circuit, here in this case V by I is nothing but impedance. So here it is your input divided by output. So we call it as reverse transfer impedance. Oh, short circuit reverse transfer impedance. C, next for finding out C, you are making I2 0. I2 0 means it is your open circuit parameter. So open circuit parameter is equal to your I1 by V2 at I2 is equal to 0. Similarly, we call it as your I2 means 0 means it is your open circuit. It is your I by V, it is admittance. It is your reverse input by output. So it is reverse transfer admittance. Open circuit reverse transfer admittance there. Next is we are going to find out D. D is nothing but your I1 by I2 minus I1 by I2 at V2 is equal to 0. So in this case it is going to be your V2 0 means short circuit. Here it is your current, both are going to be current, that is current gain. Here input current by your output current, so reverse transfer current gain there. So we call it as your short circuit reverse transfer current gain. So we say when a network is going to be reciprocal as if AD minus BC is equivalent to 1, and a network is going to be symmetrical if A is equal to D. So we'll see a problem here. Find the ABCD parameters of the circuit shown below. Is the network reciprocal or symmetric? So we are going to write first your basic equation. So your basic equation is going to be what? Your V1 is equivalent to A into V2 minus B into I2. Similarly, I1 is equivalent to A into V2 minus C into, we write it as your, okay, we'll have this, your I1 is equivalent to C into V2 minus D into I2. So to make your, now to find out your A, we have to make your I2 to be 0. If I made my I2 to be 0, my circuit gets simplified like this. Your 2 ohm and 10 ohm resistance are in series. So your V1 is equivalent to 10 I1. So here in this case, V1 is equivalent to 10 I1 means I can have my A is equivalent to, your V1 is equivalent to 10 I1. So that means that I want V1 by V2. So if I want V1 by V2, I should know my I1. So to know that I1 only, we are going to find first V2. V2 is nothing but the current that is entering here is going to be your I1 current. So we can write V2 is equal to 10 I1. So now the C value is nothing but I1 by V2. So I1 by V2 is nothing but 1 by 10.1 Siemens. Next is if I am going to find out my V1. V1 is equal to 10 I1 already. We know that. So here in this case, your so this is actually a V2 is equal to 10 I1. So here in this case, if I am going to find out, now we want to find out what is your V1. So to find out this V1, your relationship here, if I am going to find out, it is your V1 is equivalent to 12I1. So here your V1, the simplified circuit is going to be your 12I1 there. Now I want to find the relationship between your V1 and V2. So what is your I1? I1 is nothing but 0.1 into V2. So it is nothing but 12 into 1 is going to be 12, so it is 1.2. So here V1 by V2 is equal to 1.2 is going to be the voltage gain of this network there. So next is your A and C. Here we have found out C and A value. Next we are going to find out B and D. So to make B and D, we are going to make your I2 to be 0. So I2 is 0. That is a V2 is 0 means short circuit. So short circuit means your circuit gets like this. In this case, your 10 ohm and 4 ohm are going to be in parallel. Find out the equivalent resistance. Then replace it. Then redraw the network. You will get this 2 ohm to be in series with that. So now we will be getting the D value there. So D value is nothing but, or otherwise they can use straight away a current divider rule. So if they use the current divider rule, it is D is equal to minus I1 by my I2 is equal to 1.4. So next is we want to find out your B value. To find out this B value, we are going to write V1 is equal to 2I1. Write your KVL equation 2I1 plus 10 into your I1 plus I2. Then in this, if you simplify it, my V1 value will be equal to minus V1 divided by VI2. That is nothing but 6.8 ohms. So determine the T parameters of the network below. Is the network reciprocal or symmetrical? So now if I am going to determine A and C, consider the circuit here. We are going to make I2 to be 0. If I2 is going to be 0, your network is going to be here V1. V1 minus of 4 minus J2 is equal to 0. Into I1 is equal to 0. So here I can apply my KVL. This I2 is 0. So apply the KVL here. So if I apply the KVL here, this is plus, this is minus, this is plus, this is minus. So I can write V1 minus of minus is going to be plus J2. So minus 4I is equal to 0. So here in this case we can write it as V1 minus 2I. So we can write V2 is equal to 2I there. So now substitute it, simplify it. So we can write V1 is equal to 4 minus J2 into I1. So here we are going to have, this is 4. This is your I value. So 4 minus J2 into I1 there. So here we can write as V2 is equal to drop across this 4 ohm resistance. That is nothing but, if I write my KVL like this, it is going to be V2 is equal to 4 I1 there. Now we want A is equal to V1 by V2, or C is equal to I1 by V2. Anyway, this term is there. So from this you can find out a C value. C value is nothing but I1 by V2. It is 0.25 value. Your admittance is going to be more. Next is A is nothing but V1. So substitute this I1. Whatever is the value of I1, substitute here. So it is going to be V1 is equal to 4 minus 2J into your I1 is nothing but your 4I1. So here in this case it is your I1 by V2 is equal to 0.25. So 0.25 V2. So we have got a 0.25 V2. So now you can simplify it and find out what is your equation in terms of your reverse voltage gain. So A is equal to V1 by V2. That is nothing but 4 minus J2 divided by your I1 is 1 by 4. So here if I simplify it, it is going to be 1 minus J 0.5. So C is equal to I1 by V2. So here that is equal to I1 by 4I1. We know V2 is nothing but 4I1. So substitute there. We will be getting the C value to be 0.25. So next is to determine the parameters B and D, consider the circuit below. So we have got the circuit here. Here I2 is equal to minus I1. So in this case D is equal to minus I1 by I2. So we are going to find out what is V1. V1 is nothing but the drop across here minus J to I1. Here because V2 is 0 means this voltage is going to be your V2 voltage. So V2 voltage is going to be 0. So we can write V1 divided by minus 2J. So here we can write it as minus J2 into I1, that is J2 into I2. Since AD minus BC is equal to 1, we say that the network is going to be a reciprocal network there. So now we want to find out this V1. V1 is nothing but minus J2 I1. So I1 is equivalent to, we have found from the previous equation, it is going to be I2. So substitute it, your B value is going to be minus V1 by I2. So minus V1 by 2 is minus 2J ohms. So determine the T parameters of the network below. So here we have 3 resistance and 1 4Ix there. So what we are going to do is we are going to substitute it. So to find this, in this case we will be applying a nodal analysis method. In a nodal analysis method, sum of incoming currents is equal to outgoing currents. So at node 1, if I am going to assume, it is going to be your I1 is equal to Ix plus I1. So here in this case, this is going to be taken as your I4 current there. So here in this case it is your Ix. Ix is what? It is your V0 divided by the voltage at that point is V0. We can say what is the voltage drop that is going to be developed at this point also, because the other end is connected at in a resistor end there. So it is V0 divided by 2 plus V0 minus V2 divided by 1. So if I simplify it, it is going to be 2I1 is equivalent to 3V0 minus 2V2. So at node 2, if I am going to see, it is your V0 minus V2 divided by 1 is equal to, incoming current says 4Ix plus, anyway I2 is 0, so 4Ix it is going to be there. So here if I am going to substitute your V2 is equivalent to, from the above equation, you can have your V2 equation there. So we can rewrite that equation as 4V0. Anyway, there is going to be no voltage V2, so V2 is 0. So I can write it as 4V2, V0 by 2, that is equal to 2V0. So V0 is equivalent to minus V2. So 2I1 is equal to minus 5V2. From that we can get a C. C value is nothing but I1 by V2. It is minus 5 by 2, minus 2.5 Siemens. So I1 is equal to V1 minus V0 divided by 1, that is V1 plus V2. So your A value is going to be minus 3.5. So to get the B and D, do the same procedure, but on the other side you will be getting your I1 is equivalent to V0 by 2 plus V0 by 1. That is your incoming currents. I1 is your incoming current, outgoing current is your Ix. If I am going to take this current to be your I3, so I can write your I1 is equivalent to Ix plus I3. So Ix is nothing but your V0 by 2. I1, that is your I3 is nothing but V0 minus V2. So V2 is 0. So that is why they again are not considering it. So it is V0 divided by I1. So in that case it is going to be 2I1 is equivalent to 3V0. So now at node 2, we know that I2 plus V0 by 1 is equal plus 4I1 is equal, Ix is equal to 0. So all are outgoing currents. So I2, here this is your incoming current, this is also incoming current, this is also incoming current. So you can write I2 plus your V0 by 1. So this side is nothing but V0 divided by 1. V0 minus V2. This is your V0. This is your V2. So it is your V0 minus V2. Anyway, V2 is 0. So we write as V0 by 1 plus 4 into Ix. This is your current source there. So simplify it. We will be getting your I2 is equal to minus 3 V0. So from this we can find out your transmission parameters there. So now 2I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So I1 is equal to minus 0.5 into I2. So D is minus I1 by I2. That is 0.5. So I1 is equal to V1 minus V0 by 1. So V1 is equal to I1 plus V0. So substituting a 5 and 6, 5 and 4 and 6, we get V1 is equal to minus 1 by 2 I2 plus minus 1 by 3 I2, that is minus 5 by 6 I2. So B is equal to minus V1 by I2, that is equal to 5 by 6. This is your value there. So this is your transmission matrix.